Hi. If you hate me, that's okay. That's fine. I changed my model again. Because I missed being blue. I missed it. I missed being blue, but then I felt like the platinum blonde did not suit that. So I was like, man, I kinda... But then I started vibing with being dark blonde. So I don't know. It's all how it is, right? This is what you should expect. I was even looking at my blue model, or like blue hair earlier, and I was kind of like, man, that kind of like looks good. Maybe I should try that again too. Pikmin 4. Actually, what if I just sit here and chat a little bit? Because I always think like I want to do like a Satsudan. Thank you, thank you. Okay, people don't hate me. That's a relief. Because I know I'm still just treating this like for fun, right? It's not supposed to be super serious. But I do like when like streamers do Satsudan. So I want to try that more. Maybe I should give that more of a shot. Also, being blue makes me feel very Swedish. And I did want to add like something to that. I hate when I miss the stream because I didn't stay up late. I'm sorry. That is another thing. I guess I should have a schedule, right? But I don't know. I guess I'm a bit fearful about like putting out a schedule and then being like, how should I put it? Oh my god damn it. Then being like, oh god, I can't do it this date or whatever. But I feel like at this point I have streamed enough where I can say like, oh, these days like work for me and these do not. And I can like, I don't know, maybe I will do a schedule in the future. Why is there no Become Your Dad redeem? Oh man, I was thinking of adding that one, but oh man, I don't know. But it is possible to play around with colors today, but I have to do it manually. So that was like why I was afraid of adding too many, but now it is too many anyway. I'll try it. I'll try to manage. I could be purple, I could be green, but I don't know. I guess yeah, I could see myself doing a schedule in the future. Probably around 9 to 10 my time, and Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are probably like the days that work best for me. What else? I'm going to try my best to do a Satsudan, so I'm just in my head. I'm trying to think of more things to talk about while I'm talking about something. Oh yeah, sometimes while editing my videos, I've noticed this, that I have become I've become very used to saying like specific things, like how should I put it? And now I'm extremely aware of that. How should I put it? I was not aware at all that I said it that often. And then last stream, it was like in a row 3 times. How should I put it? How should I put it? I don't even know if that's like a common saying. Like, is it? Or is it something that just like Swedish people say? I feel like maybe that's like a very common thing in Scandinavia that I've sort of like transferred over. Also, I did play a bit of WarioWare Move It. And actually, I thought I would not like it. I thought I would like it less because there's like motion controls. And I think I might like it more, actually. Like, I think it added something that I didn't know I had been missing. It's been a long time since I played, like, smooth moves. Let's see if I can push the Satsudan even further. For those who don't know, Satsudan is just, like, a term for talking. Because it's, I don't know, it's what the Japanese VTubers started saying. I could talk about that. Can I? Yeah. No, it's a boring topic. I feel like actually everyone has already heard people talk about like idol culture in VTubing, and I mean it's fine. I don't really have any strong feelings about it. To talk about talking, it's a fascinating thing. Talk? Now I'm literally just doing it. Actually, maybe I should have thought this through. I should have maybe not improvised the Satsudan on the spot. Man. I guess I could talk about how I've been thinking of advertising my Twitch on my YouTube, my main YouTube channel. And I guess I think I am in a position now where I would be able to do that. Before I've been sort of like afraid of like, oh, what if weird people come in or whatever. Now I think I would probably be able to manage it fine. Also, idol culture. I mean, I guess I'm not necessarily a fan, but I do think there's a charm to it being in VTubing. I don't think it's a thing of like, oh, we need to like remove it from VTubing. It would be extremely funny if I did a Satsudan And it just became like more over time. It just became more and more like extremist, and it just kept saying like more things that put people off. That would be a very funny bit though. If in the beginning it's just like, oh man, how are you guys doing? Then by the end, and here's my thoughts about Polynesian people. It's like, oh my god, here he is again with his rant on Polynesian people. I'm just saying, there's Polynesians and there's French Polynesians. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll push myself even further. It's a challenge. What's your favorite? Now I'm just gonna talk about Pikmin. I can do that when I'm playing the game. Have you guys been playing anything on the Switch? And if so, what do you think you have played the most of? Because I keep wanting to get back into Breath of the Wild, and I've been saying that like for like, what, 2 years or since I ever got the game? But it's become that kind of game where it's like, I just play it like casually every now and then, even though it should feel like this expansive thing that draws me in, and it really does. Like, it is good at that, but it's also so expansive and big that it kind of intimidates me just to like start the game. But I do like it. I'm a fan. I haven't touched my Switch in like quite a while. I think I last played Tears of the Kingdom. I am curious about that, but I am also afraid a bit of like, if I start playing Breath of the Wild and then jump into Tears of the Kingdom, is it just going to be like the same thing again, where I'm like casually playing? And I've heard like a lot of the game is kind of just the same, right? Okay. I think I have officially run out of topics, but it was a good practice run. I think I will have to like come up with topics before the stream next time. Being a Pikmin would probably be like the dream, right? I don't know, maybe not, because you could get, like, eaten. You could just get, like, something that eats you on the spot. Oh, to be a Pikmin. Ah, do not look up what Pikmin means in Dutch. It's not worth it. Wow. So I have actually played this a little bit, and then I played that, and I was like, you know what, I should play this on stream. But I did delete all my saves. I don't know, I didn't have to do that. Jump in just so I could do that. I just wanted to feel fresh once I started the game again, I guess. Also, I have not played Pikmin properly since I was like a kid. So last time was Pikmin 1 on the GameCube. Alright. It's maybe it's just loading because it's like the beginning of the game though. It's going at it. This feels like oh, never mind. What's the volume, by the way? Maybe too low? And I do remember that throwing me off first time I played it. Like, Dolphin was the code name for the GameCube. Actually, I never finished Pikmin 1. I should replay that as well in the future. I don't know, like, time-based games kind of freak me out. How did he know they were called that, though? Imagine having an innate will to carry objects. Like, how would you even know? Did that happen in Pikmin 1? I don't recall it. It's just Pikmin 2? No. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it was, like, time-based in Pikmin 1 was what, like, freaked me out as a kid. Even Majora's Mask freaked me out. I think that might have actually freaked me out even more. Right. We got it. I love the fact that they're just like tiny guys, like even the main guys are just tiny. Also, I thought Oliver was so ugly when I was a kid, now I'm like, god damn, he's so, like, so charming. Actually, I've been thinking about that, like, where to go next with the model, because I think I've done enough, like, switching around with colors and stuff. And I think it would be cool to have, like, something more extreme. It's like an alternative. Like a teeny tiny guy. Something with, like, extreme proportions is what I'm thinking, but teeny tiny, like this guy. But it does make you think about, like, how does that represent... I don't know. Does that suit, not really represent, but does that suit what you go with? Like a gnome, I guess. That was actually one of my original ideas. Maybe we could go back. Look at this guy. And I love blue-green color schemes. It's so, like, charming. Pikmin. Also, it's like, I did play this a little bit before, but the controls are like so, they feel so good. That should be like the biggest compliment that Nintendo should be getting, like, how good they are at making a game feel good. Like, this is so nice. So good. Get here. Get him. Now this is an ugly creature, though. It's like a baboon butt. Oh, maybe. Okay, no, I should not be doing that, I guess. Alright, alright. Maybe you could grow on me. Maybe you could be charming. No, I don't think so, actually. It's just a baboon butt. Oh my god. The loading times are kind of bad, actually. I saw someone do that once in a YouTube video, where they added these, like, little loading sequences for just, like, a vlog. And I didn't even think about it. Good job on neutralizing that household family's pet. Thank you, thank you. I've learned a lot. Pikmin, hello, Ray. Welcome, welcome. It was either this or Pokemon Snap. I could not make up my mind. I flipped the coin. Wait, did I complete the tutorial? Didn't I do a whole lot last time? So I did play the very beginning of this, and then I decided, you know what, I should stream it. It's such a weird aesthetic, Pikmin. But I do like, how should I put it? God, I said it again. I keep saying that one thing. How should I put it? I can't stop myself. I do really like when sci-fi is more natural. I guess, could you call this sci-fi? I guess you could, right? It's me. Ma spelar. That was Swedish. I think I just skipped the entire tutorial. Okay, I didn't even know you could do that. Oh my god. Make a guy. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much me. That's just me right there. Oh, I love when eyes are, like, open like this. And I don't know, it's kind of weird. You can't always have that, because it makes you look insane. Also, there's no eyebrows, so... This is a Ray look, I can tell by the eyebrows. Wait, there's only one with eyebrows. No, two. I feel like I have to go with this. And this. And that. And this. And Machi. And there we go. Perfect. Harut. I do love when sci-fi is, like, more natural, because, like, so much of culture is, like, real culture is based around, like, flower patterns and stuff like that, and, like, what nature looks like around them. So it makes stuff look real when you take that into consideration. Alright, alright. Like, if you compare, like, European patterns to Japanese patterns, it basically comes down to, like, what is in the environment around them. What are the flowers like? What are the trees like? Then you see people, like, consciously or unconsciously kind of copy that in design. Oh my god, that is literally me. That's just me. This is good. Perfection. Aw, look. It's a little guy. It's, like, too cute. Oh, when our colors are so good. Ochi. From Gia. It's Machi and Ochi. So this is pretty much where... this is as far as I've gotten in the game. So cute. It's so true. Oh my god, it's a guy. Is that his tooth, or what is that? What is that under him? Under his face? My god. Look at him go. What a strong pup. Okay, oh, that's a whistle. I see, I see. I was thinking, like, is that really a, like, tooth sticking out of the whole thing? I always think of Pikmin as being, like, Shigeru Miyamoto's absolutely favorite thing. And I don't know if that's true. I think that's just something I've heard. Or I'm basing that on that one E3 presentation where he froze a Pikmin into the crowd. What happened? I have no idea. Alright, that's cool. Alright. Easy, easy. I'm getting a... iPad? I was gonna say a Wii U, but I was like... No, no, that's too outdated. iPads are also outdated. I love fictional languages in, like, video games. I feel like that has, like, unconsciously, like, I don't know, motivated me to come up with my own names and stuff. Poco. Pretty good, pretty good. Conlangs in general are so cool. Yeah, I've tried to... Actually, now I'm remembering something. I tried to make a conlang, and I used Poco as, like, a, a word for a lot of things, or it was, like, bent in various ways, like Pokoro, Pokori, Pokoron, Pokorin. So it was just a lot of Poco, and I don't know, I kind of... It was really stupid and dumb, but it sounded so awesome to be like, make sense of something and just be like, oh yeah, Poco, Pokoro, Pokorin, Pokorin, Poco... And, you know, you get it. And then you have like, some things like Roro, Rokoro, Roro. I mean, Poco originally just came from a D&D character I had. But I have also just used the word in general a lot. We've not met one Pikmin. At least not as this guy. Alright, do it. What did he say? Look at us. I don't know, I guess that's my phrase. I say, look at us. And in my head, I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. And look at the design of these things and how things are blended together. And I summarize that, and it comes out of my mouth. And I'm like, look at us. There we go. No? How long has she been hanging there? Oh my god, that's Aripie. Oh wait, I could just send them. Right. Oh my god, Ochi's so, like, useful. He can just kill for me. I think one of the reasons why I love blue so much as a color is just like how I know I think of science fiction, I guess, when I think of blue. I think of like a utopian future. And it's just nice, I guess. Yeah, guess what? Ochi is mine now. You make me want to replay this game. Ah, I love Ochi. Yeah, understandable. I mean, Ochi is so beautiful. Look at him. Oh my god. So beautiful. But now you can replay it through me. You can just tell me what to do for you. I don't mind backseating. I feel like backseating would maybe only be a thing where I'm like, you know what? If I try out Dark Souls someday, maybe that is when I'm gonna be like, hey, no backseating this one time. I can't say that I'm much of a dog person necessarily, but Ochi just like hits the right way. Noted. Let's consider the investigation of this cave complete. Is it okay that I just read it and that I don't do like voice acting? I feel like that might be too much. That's like how normal streamers do it, right? Man, I do... Ah, I've been looking at one thing in the store. There's a nerd shop in the city that I live in. It's like a gamble Pikmin thing. You can get a little like Pikmin miniature. And I was looking at that and I was like, oh, it's a bit expensive though. But they looked really good. And now, and I was thinking like, I need to play a bit more Pikmin before I just buy one. But now I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna buy one. I mean, it got to me. I need that gotcha. It does seem like when I'm not a huge fan of those like buying a random thing. Well, I don't know. Maybe I am. When you buy a box and you get like a random thing. But I think for me, it has to be the case of like, I would be happy with like no matter what I get. That's like the rule for me. If there's like a chance that I won't, like if I only like one thing, but I'm not gonna get it. So far Nintendo has been really good at those things, I guess. Like I usually have like good quality. Like I bought like well I did buy like 3 gotcha Nintendo things. Alright, I'll admit it. But I was very happy with like the quality of it, where I was like, you know what, this is a bit expensive. But then I got it and I was like, this is like a lot of detail put into like this tiny little thing. And it was just like a little like Nintendo 64 controller that I got, but I was like, they really put like enough efforts to make it feel like a miniature N64 controller. You can like push the buttons and everything. So I was surprised by how good quality it was. So I don't know. And I bought a Wind Waker thing, even though I've never played Wind Waker, and I got Ganon. And I was like, you know what? This is just really good. This is like a well spent. one day I'll be able to appreciate it even more when I've played Wind Waker. I did not pay attention, if I'm gonna be honest, but I think I get it. You know, we need to repair the ship. Wind Waker designs are pretty timeless. Yeah, and that's another thing, like, when I was a kid, I never played Wind Waker, because I was like, this looks like it's for babies. This looks too dumb. Zelda and Link should be serious like me. I'm like, wow, Wind Waker looks amazing. I will play it one day. We still haven't encountered a Pikmin. Isn't that crazy? Now we gotta meet a Pikmin, right? Like this? Could this be it? Ochi, help me out. Ochi? Ochi? It's just a flower. Never mind. Oh man, can you imagine my life if I had played Wind Waker as a kid? Everything would have been perfect. I don't know, maybe not. I probably would have been like, it's pretty cool. But I don't really play GameCube games anymore. I'm mature. I'm a PC gamer. Back to Warcraft 3. Is this a Pikmin? No, it's not. I don't need Pikmin. Ochi's doing all the work. What T has played Wind Waker? Hello, Doc. Oh, nah, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of what T is now. And I guess this was a misspelling, but you spell it with one T. Actually, that would be perfect for what T is. What T is would spell his name with one T. I kind of like that. Actually. Holy, it's a Pikmin. What could it be? I need to shower too bad. No, you don't. Get in the dirt. Okay, I pick it. I see. It's my very first Pikmin in Pikmin 4, that is. Ochi approves. Okay, never mind. He approves. Then I'm okay with it. Look at that dog. Oh, and he's right on it. Oi! I feel like this language is like what would happen if you mix Japanese and Swedish. I love how he just came up with what T is. Yeah, and I don't like him. I feel like the more we're establishing what T is, the more I'm like, this guy sucks. And he's streaming on Kick right now. No, maybe that's too far. I think what T is would not be that. He would be on YouTube, all right. What T is just like a maybe he's a live streamer or something like that. But he's obsessed with Korea. Wow. Become bald. I have achieved balddom. I like. I didn't think through my eyebrows changing color. So yeah, if anyone's catching in, you can redeem me changing my color, my outfit. No, you can't do that. I did not have that. I don't know, I feel like I would feel a bit weird going back to an older model, like the fish, but I guess that would actually be fine. I don't have to be that serious about it. Maybe in the future, we can have a fish redeem, or a monkey redeem. It will cost you a lot. But if you want to try and experiment a bit, like, I feel like I've done enough with, like, colors on this model. I've experimented enough with it. The next move is just, like, more extreme design decisions. Man, occasionally I think about that one gal with a pet chimpanzee. Oh yeah, I do think about that too. I don't want to dwell on it too much. But just the fact that, like, what was it? It was two girls, and one girl was attacked by the chimpanzee. Oh my god, is that a Game Boy Advance? What the hell? Ochi? Help me out? Wait, can I not? One girl was attacked by a chimpanzee, and the other girl was obviously upset, screaming. SP, oh right, yeah, SP, of course. And she went to the car and locked herself in. But then the chimpanzee came out of the house holding the car keys. Which is just, if you had that in a film, in a movie, you would be like, that's not real. That's, like, too far. But it's a real thing that happened while she was, like, hiding in the car from the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee was like, oh, car, we're going for a car ride. I'll bring out the car keys. So we could just get in. But I don't think it did. But that's just a horrifying, like, image. Man, that is, I wish I had that. I never had a SP as a kid. I had a regular... Well, I actually still have it. My old Game Boy Advance. It's in right next to me. But that thing had such a bad, like, one bad battery. And the other thing is, like, a bad, Oh, right, I see how it is. I have to select Ochi. And just really bad lighting. You don't need... Wait, hold on. You don't need an SP. You don't need it. Why are we grabbing it? Also, it's really weird that they would put this in the game, isn't it? Like, I feel like normally Nintendo doesn't really put old consoles in for games. Am I crazy for saying that? Alright, it's a treasure. I feel like Nintendo kind of just want to... they want you to forget about anything old. It's such a good looking game. I'm just admiring it. Like, I feel like this is I don't know, am I crazy for saying this might be the best looking game on the Switch? Do you know that, like, apparently, like, the Game Boy Advance is, like, the most difficult game to, like, collect retro games for? Blue? Whoops, no, wrong. Blue. Oh my god, you saw my green version for a second. So be it. I do actually like the blue hair a lot. I feel like, don't be too surprised if in the future I'm just, like, blue-haired. I kind of vibe with this. Yeah, well, it's basically just a thing of, like, the Game Boy Advance. It's not... How should I put it? No, I'm not gonna say it. How should I put it? I need to stop it. Everyone knows blue is the best color. It's true. Hello, Arcane. Don't think otherwise. Oh yeah, the Game Boy Advance is, like, it's just highly sought after in terms of, like, collectibles and, like, retro gaming and stuff. So it's actually become, like, the most difficult console to, like, collect retro games for, because, like, all the game prices are expensive compared to everything else. People just love the Game Boy Advance. You'll get ya. I love your vids. Thank you very much, Arcane. Thank you. Everything is so blue right now, my god. Keep seeing that girl, and all I can think is Aripai. For those who don't know, Aripai did voice the wife in the last video, and she's right there. That's literally just Aripai. Maybe we should just, like, stay on this planet. I don't know, it seems kind of chill. Like, is there really any reason for us to leave? Actually, I had that as an idea for a sci-fi thing a long time ago. And it was just like a civilization that spawned out of, like, a ship but crashed on a planet. And it's been, like, maybe, like, 500 years. So maybe you would have, like, well, maybe it would be longer than that, because you want, like, big civilizations and stuff like. And they could all have, like, a common myth about how they came from the stars or something like that. And you could find, like, old technology. Or maybe the whole reason for their existence is, like, there was a war, and there were, like, a bunch of different, like, crashed ships on this planet. I did not pay attention to what they were saying, but I think I get it. We need to do some stuff to get our stuff. Yeah, rescue Oliver. Exactly, of course. Wow. Become bald. Okay, my prediction was completely wrong. I thought Ray would pick purple. Bald. So it is. Oh my god. Is this planet Earth? I didn't, if that's the case, but I did not realize that. What's that? What the hell? Oh, it is time-based? Man, this soundtrack is really good. I've not heard a lot of it. But I do like... I do like a lot of, like, instrumental music that's, like, only piano. But most of it is really, really bad. Like, there's a horrible problem in the world of instrumental music, where everyone's just trying to make, like, sad music. I mean, it's like, that's not what I want to hear when I listen to, like, instrumental piano. I just want to hear beautiful sounds. I don't want to become depressed. Man, the world feels so, like, so expansive now. It feels so big compared to before. Dandori. Okay, yeah, I've not heard Dandori. The art of organizing your tasks strategically and working with maximum efficiency to execute your plans quickly. Alright. I need Dandori in my life. Embracing the art of Dandori is essential. Wait, was it not click down? Okay. How about you click down the R button? Alright. I thought I knew how to Dandori, but I did not. Oh, look at that. Orange juice. Nectar. Yeah, nectar. Oh. Are caves gonna be like a reoccurring theme? How much has Olimar explored? How does he know everything? Dandori, is that like... What's her name? Marie? Japanese girl who's all about organizing things. Does anyone have any clue? She had a Netflix special. Throw away things that don't bring a spark to your life, something like that. Yeah, I listened to her. I threw stuff away. Then years later, I was like, oh, I regret throwing that away. It didn't spark it. Yeah, Mario Kondo, that's the one. I threw away stuff that did not spark joy in my life, and then years later, I was like, I should not have thrown that away. Didn't spark joy then. Would have now. But I have to admire Marie Kondo in a way, though. Because she kind of gave up on her own philosophy, and she was just like... I regret that too. I sold like my entire gaming collection. Because I was like, I'm done with video games. It's all crap. And it's like, oh my god. Why did I do that? But I do have to admire that she admitted she was wrong, where she was just like, yeah, ever since I got kids, ever since I got parents, I've just stopped organizing stuff. It's like, okay. Fair enough. Oh, fucked up your friend's copy of Oracles. Yeah. That's messed up. Wait, did I not... Ochi? Here we go. Beautiful. I feel like this game feels a bit different from Pikmin 1. But, I guess that's inevitable, and I'm basing that on my memory. Yeah, I feel like that's just a normal kid thing, though. Sometimes you forget. And the same with, like, selling your games, because as a kid, you don't really understand, like, the idea of, like, preservation. You're just like, oh, everything's gonna be here forever. I don't need to preserve anything. And then later, you're like, hold on. Everything's gone forever. And it's never coming back. Interesting. Like, I don't know, I didn't have the concept in me that, like, it might be good to, like, buy games to preserve them. I didn't know Toys R Us would stop selling N64 games, and then Toys R Us would go out of business, or that I would work at Toys R Us. I was a kid, walking through that Toys R Us, and then 20 years later or something, I was in the same store working there. Oh my god, I always thought that was a Haniwa for a second. And now that Toys R Us shut down and turned into like a gym. Really weird. Actually, when I worked at Toys R Us, I went through the storage and I found a bunch of like PlayStation 1 games and I was like, what the hell? And I was like, I asked my manager, can I take these? Can I just have them? And she was like, no, you have to buy them. Like, really? These are for sale? PlayStation 1 games? How long have they been here? Since they must have been there since I was a kid, right? You have PlayStation 1 games that have been in storage for like, what, 20 years? And you're like, no, you have to buy them? No one's going to get them, man. You're not even gonna put them out, just give them to me. And they weren't even good PlayStation 1 games, they were like bad racing games. I could have literally stolen them and she would have not cared, but she probably would have suspected me because I asked about them. Then all of a sudden we're gone. It's like, okay, we know. Ochi, get back. Ochi? Ochi? Man, I should have stolen those games. I would have done Toys R Us a favor. Eternal, yeah. I never even knew. I never knew. And now they don't even sell games physically anymore. It's a past weird experience. It must be really weird growing up as a kid now, though. Like, can you imagine just having like every media available on a tablet? I had to wait for things to come on TV, and I talked to Ray about this earlier. How like I would watch Digimon in German because they just had episodes that had not aired in Sweden yet. So I would force myself to watch Digimon in German and be like, oh my god, future Digimon. If I was a kid today, I would have not had that experience. I would have just been like, put on Digimon Season 1 to 20. It was a beautiful time. I don't know, maybe not. I think kids probably have it better today. Now you can just like watch Pokemon because you feel like it. No one would even choose to watch Digimon today. Oh yeah, I should do this. I forgot. What the hell? It's a captain. Yeah, they do look kind of good. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of blue flavored things don't really taste good, or they taste kind of artificial. But that one looks pretty good, I gotta say. Can you think of many tasty blue flavored things? Not really. Even blueberries are not really blue, they're just like purple. Man, that guy's dead. Hey, this is... Russ. I do not like Russ. That's Dan Henschel. That's not Russ. That's content creator Dan Henschel. The blue Slurpee? Okay, that sounds pretty good. I have tinnitus in my left ear. But I have to say, over the years, like, this is my 3rd year of having tinnitus, it's gotten a lot better. It's only moments like those where I'm, like, aware of it. But even now, it's, like, less loud than it used to be. There was a period when I first got it where it was just, like, a drum banging right next to my ear. And I was like, holy shit. It made me feel legitimately just depressed. Like, oh my god, this is the rest of my life. But thankfully it did ease up over time. Like, now I'm at a point where I'm like, oh, I don't even know if I have it. Because sometimes it's just, like, not really noticeable. But it did take 3 years to get there. That's kind of crazy. My guy doesn't look anything like me anymore. This was horribly planned out. Look at that thing. Yeah. It definitely did drive me nuts. Like, I think part of it was, like, it made me think of, like, not to sound too sad or whatever, but it did make me think a lot about, like, oh, I'm stuck with this until I'm, like, dead or whatever, right? Which is not a very good thought to have, but it did really bum me out. And it made it very hard to listen to stuff. Like, I would be in, like, nope, wait, what? Oh, I can move a base. Okay, I see. Oh, maybe I should. Okay, move base. What was I talking about? Tinnitus? Yeah, basically calm down. Oh yeah, whoop. I won't fall for it. We're gonna drown. Oh yeah, I would watch like Godzilla in the theater, the new Godzilla film. And that made me a bit sad. I like the film fine, I guess, but it did make me sad that like it could not drown out the sound of my tinnitus compared to now, where it's like, oh, I only notice it now when I'm like going to sleep. Oh well. It has made me, I don't know, a bit more optimistic as well. It hasn't made me all gloomy of like, oh wow, it's all this. It also made me, you know, appreciate things and be a bit more careful, I guess, maybe. Get him. Oh, I can do that. Yeah, this rules. Pikmin is awesome. I think, I don't know if it is too early to say, but this game kind of rules, actually. This is awesome. Get him. Get the corpse. Get the corpse. But then new life comes from that. Oh my god. Oh wait, no it didn't. Never mind. Wait, what can help me with that? I'm not gonna send Ochi into that. Or my Pikmin. That's a trap. Can I get a yellow? I don't know, clue. Do yellow Pikmin have a immunity to electricity? Alright. What? I completely forgot what these materials are even good for. Become purple. So it shall be. It shall be done. Never mind, become blue. Hey, the fear this might happen. Become purple. Alright. Color wars have begun. Come green. What am I supposed to do with raw materials? Come purple. It's, oh my god. Timer, I think we're good. It makes it a bit more exciting. Purple best color. I do like purple. Become bald. Never mind. I hate everything. Did the Yoshi sound not work though? What the hell? Okay, no, it was delayed. Never mind. No, get to it. That's also a thing I say. I've noticed myself, I say so many things, like get to it. How should I put this? Fascinating stuff, man. Fascinating stuff. And I have no clue where I got all these sayings from. Where did I pick up all this stuff? I didn't even know I said it. Get it. Wait, so I always have to go back to get my Pikmin? That's fair, I guess. Wait, what is that? A clock? What the hell? Sun is setting. What do I do? That's a problem for later. What is that? What the hell? Oh, wait, right, that's the underground thing. Oh, look at the time. Pikmin will be safe as long as they make it back to this area. Okay. Huh. Oh, I see. Rewind time? I don't think so. Wait, do I want to? Yeah. Look at me. I get to keep playing this level, though. It's about the end of it. I mean, that's fine if that's a time limit-based thing. It feels a lot less stressful than, I don't know, you have to do it in time where you will, like, die. I by instinct, I wanted to change my model. I can't do that. That's not how we do it now. Okay, we got Dan Henschel. Drink water. Can anyone help me with this? No matter what I make, I have made like multiple redeems, right? And it all becomes Yoshi saying wow. And I don't know how to fix it. No matter what sound I pick, it's supposed to be a different sound. It just becomes Yoshi saying wow. Okay, so we can like improve stuff with the materials? So that makes sense. Alright. Got my Ochi. I'm good. Growth spurt. Oh my god. Oh yeah. He's getting big. Oh my god. Too cute. Pup drive. Okay. But can I ride him now? Can I get on him? Can I like go fast? Hee. It would be my absolute pleasure. My expectation from the game was like you go through like the game level to level. But this is good. This is fine. Lab. Ahem. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Russ. Use the raw materials. I'm
not gay. I'm not gay.
Yeah, you get it. You've repeated yourself like 5 times over. Alright. I don't like you. Don't make that sound at me. And I am a bit, I don't know, how should I put it? It might be a bad idea to play the introduction to a game. It's a lot of tutorials, but I feel like I've fallen into the trap too often, where I skip through the tutorials and then later I'm like, I don't know how to play this, can anyone help me out? Select an item, give a task. Okay, it was that easy all along. There's something to being a little guy. I need a little guy model. I think that's my next step. I could be a little boy, maybe not. Maybe not, actually. But I could be little. I could activate no mode. I did propose, I mean, I guess that also works as a word. I did propose that to my friends at one point, of like, what if I was a little guy? And they thought it wouldn't suit my voice, but here's my opinion on like wondering if something will suit your voice as a VTuber. Which is, I don't actually think it matters that much if your voice doesn't suit your model. I think people get used to it. The floaty is so good. Just the float on this jump. Oh yeah, I did not bring any Pikmin with me. I kind of forgot about that. I was too focused on Ochi. Looks at Puzzle. Looks at my phone off screen. Oh, I get it. Hold on a second. I just figured something out. Ochi is the real star of this game, I feel like. Look at him, he's so strong. They're all clinging to him now. People are okay with me not talking all the time, right? I feel like when I am the one streaming, it feels like you always have to be like talking all the time. And then when I watch other streamers, I'm like perfectly fine with it. Like, there's the idea of, like, dead air on radio, right? But I don't think that necessarily translates to streams. I think maybe it depends on, like, what your vibe is, right? Like, if I was a big political guy or something like that, then I would just be screaming 24/7. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I can't reach it. What the hell? But what about this clock, though? I completely forgot about it. It's beautiful. No, I can't reach it. Oh, we're getting materials. I was like, what the hell is that? I made a huge mistake today. I made a pie with tomato in it. You'll always burn yourself. Never forget that. Never bake anything with tomato in it. Never put tomato inside. I have a second channel where I do, like, edits of the streams, and I put, like, highlights together and clips and stuff like that. But I also don't want to feel pressured to be like, oh, every stream has to be something clippable. I need to have clippable moments, because I have not approached it that way before. It's just been random happenstance of, like, oh, here's something. Oh, we don't have enough. Okay, it's out. I see. Because I haven't approached that before, it's always just been like, oh, here's a random topic or whatever, and then I get to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could probably clip this. It's entirely based on gut feeling. I guess I was maybe getting a little bit, I was thinking about it, like, am I getting stressed over it? And I think the only thing that stressed me was like, is it okay to have a stream where nothing happens? Where I just play the game and I comment on the game. And I think that's fine. That can also be a thing. Should I get this now? Maybe I should. Get it. Okay, I like that they figured that out. They changed the way as I pushed it down. I was thinking also, should I start with Pikmin 1 before I play Pikmin 4? But I don't know, I had a feeling it would be worth it to start with 4. It has been very interesting, though. Some people compared the editing to Librarian of L'Eternal, which I'm good with. He was a big inspiration for me because I've watched a lot of him. He does, like, edits of Northern Lions streams. He does edits of Northern Lions streams. I have a weird thing where I don't finish saying the S at the end of sentences sometimes. I feel like that might be a Swedish thing, but I'm not entirely sure. Cool. Can I figure out how to figure this out? I'll throw 1. Let's see what happens. Okay, never mind. Terrible mistake, actually. Oh god. Can I help him? Yep, okay. It's fine. Hey, I really don't like when people... Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Help. Oh, god. Okay, was that easy? Good. I'm so sorry, OJ. It was very easy to put it out. I got 2 comments, basically, and it did not bug me. It was just like, people are like, oh, I thought this was like Northern Lion for a second. I thought this was a Librarian of L'Eternal. But I feel like that's a good thing, because I like that kind of editing. I don't really like when people do editing of clips, and they're like putting in all these sound effects and like memes, like having a guy go like, oh, after I say a weird thing, or whatever, or like putting in whatever is currently popular on TikTok in between. It's so distracting to me. I don't like it. Is that freaking nori? Seaweed? Oh, it's a senbei. It's a cracker. I feel like that's a good thing, because I want more of that. I want less of the other stuff. Oh, get him. Yellow ones? Okay, perfect. That's what I needed. You know what? The yellow ones are pretty fun. Oh, were they electric the whole time? I don't remember them being, like, electric. Fly high. Oh, I see. Maybe I only remember them being, like, thrown high. Why would I say that? Maybe I would be the one who remembers, right? Because I remembered yellow being useless. That's what I remember. Obviously that's not true, but I didn't want to say it, because obviously it's not true. I think I was maybe too stupid of a kid, so I couldn't figure it out. In my defense, I like didn't speak English very well. I probably didn't figure out a lot of stuff in many games. See man. Boss. Hit with big red stone. Brick. Steal food. Choke die. That's my caveman story. Thanks for reading. Thank you for a caveman story. I do find, I don't know, I think that is a good caveman story. I mean, if we're going into the meaning of storytelling, then I feel like that's pretty apt. That's pretty much where it all goes back. Here's my caveman story to contrast your caveman story, and maybe we can compare caveman stories. See man, hit. No wait, that's just your story. See man, eat red berry. See man choke die. Never eat red berry again. That's my caveman story. What do you think of mine? Here's my... I can give additional context for mine. Damn homeboy is caring and supportive. Hell yeah, dude. I think storytelling, if we want to get deep, I'm not a deep streamer. I think your story's epic sauce. Okay, cool. Cool. What is this? What is that music? The hell? Was that my Pikmin? I think a lot of storytelling basically comes down to survival. Who's that little red fellas? Those are red Pikmin from the game Pikmin. I think a lot of storytelling basically comes down to survival stories, right? You get what I mean? Get a murder. Because a lot of people just want to know, how do I survive in this deep, dark world? And that's kind of what you see when you look at fairy tales, right? Like, the foundation of fairy tales is kind of like, how do I survive? And a lot of them are just like, hey, kid walks into forest, sees a bad person, dies as a result of it. I'm gonna sound like an cultured swine, but what's a pink man? That's a Joji. You're thinking of Filthy Frank. They're singing. So that's how I would tell a caveman story based on that principle. Man see man argue with stranger on the road. Man beat man. Never see man again. The end. What did you learn? Don't argue with strangers on the road. Beautiful. Survival. I now know how to survive. And that's how we basically transformed every story in the modern era. What if you met a dragon? What would you do? How do you survive? I need to know. Oh, it's a... Okay, I thought we were done here. Red? Can I? Okay, it's fine. Might not know this, but Pikmin were actually based on Rupert P. Pikmin. He was a man who liked to carry things around and get stunned by electricity. And he squashed the little bugs. Sounds relatable. I like his style. Yeah. I think it's probably too... I don't know. I think there's probably a lot to just picking stuff up, man. Actually, that reminds me of, like, a friend I had who, well, I still have him. We just haven't talked in a long time. But he did not want to go to the gym, and he did not want to exercise. But what he would do instead is, he would just pick up rocks. And he would just have rocks in his room that he could pick up. And that was his exercise, because he just liked, I don't know, the feeling of picking up a rock. So he was like, well, this is my exercise. Picking up rocks. And I think there's probably something to that. Yeah, I think it does, I don't know, there's some kind of, I don't know, could you call it masculine urge to pick up a rock? Potentially, maybe. There might be something to that, where you go back to nature, and you're like, oh my god, I'm just picking up rocks, and it's awesome. Ochi grew up. He sure did. He's a big boy now. He might be a kid. I mean, that's... the thing is, he's not a weird... He wasn't a weird guy. He was a very intelligent artist who had talked a lot about various things, but part of him was just like caveman brain, and he was like, I need big rocks in my room so I can pick them up. And I can just carry around rocks. Schnauz. Oh my god, that's Ray! What the hell? Ray, you're in the game? An acclaimed treasurer, appraiser, who traveled extensively. His unique techniques were used to develop. Oh my god, what the hell? Treasure appraiser. I see, okay. Demolish. Maybe I should pick up a rock. What the hell? Secret cavern? No, wait. And they call it a mine. A mine! How you guys doing? You done? I feel sad right now for the Pikmin. For Ochi. For the passage of time. For Burger. That's a macaroon, never mind. Tell me, what ails you, friend? I just feel sad. Understandable. Is this... Maybe this is weird to say, but I can relate to that. Sometimes I just feel overwhelming sadness.
Wow.
Become blue. Sometimes I just feel overwhelming sadness for no reason. But at the same time, I can feel happy, you know? I can feel both feelings. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's like... I don't think that's... Oh, something's wrong with me. I feel like that's just a natural state of being. Or maybe when you're just thinking about stuff like, oh my god, some things are in fact bad. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is also a heavy thing. I mean, someone close to me was very close to dying just like 2 days ago. And that definitely makes you think about stuff like that. So, you know, but that's fine. That's also just life. That's stuff that happens. My god. I'm gonna go snooze now. Thank you for the stream. Oh, it's fine, Ray. It's fine. I'm a bit of a lurker myself. Sometimes I can feel sad for no reason. But then I also can recognize that, you know, I can feel happy also while I'm feeling sad. Like, sometimes when I do feel that, like, sudden sadness, I do feel... It's not that I try to convince myself that, like, oh, I don't feel this way. I just accept it for what it is, you know? And that makes me feel better. I think sometimes it does more harm trying to, like, push feelings away. Or be like, oh, I need to, like, replace this feeling with another feeling. Right now I'm feeling pain in my knee. I don't know. That's the only thing I'm feeling right now. I had, like, a weird knee injury a while back, I guess. I was, like, out climbing a rock all of a sudden. And I climbed it a weird way. Alright. I'm 2 hours into the game. I think it's good. I mean, maybe it is too early. But I feel as if there was nothing that like made me feel like, oh, I'm confused about what I'm supposed to be doing. And it has all the elements of Pikmin that I recognize, along with new stuff. So alright, alright. I'm into it, I'm digging it. I realize this is an old game now. People have, I don't know. I don't feel too pressured about like, oh, I have to play like the new thing. 2 hours tutorial, yeah, I mean, that is pretty much it. I don't feel too pressured to like play the new thing, because I play a lot of like old games, or like games that have been out for a while, for some years. So, like, I made a review for Mario Party Jamboree and Fire Emblem Engage. Most games have been out for quite a while now. Can I get it? Not yet. But I'm the kind of gamer who does, like, buy those games years later, so why not? I feel like those reviews are always going to be, like relevant. Yeah, I feel like I dig this. I don't know, I guess I'm a Pikmin gamer. It finally happened. I think this is the confirmation I was looking for, though. I don't think I don't think I was ever afraid that I would dislike Pikmin. But now we're here. We're Pikmin. Wait, am I not supposed to get, like, several of these? Is that what's happening? No, never mind. Okay, okay. Oh, I see, I see. What's some other depressing thing we can talk about? Oh boy. The passage of time, huh? I don't know, I could speak on more depressing things. It might be fun. I feel like the only... now I'm actually just doing it. I feel like the only, you know, reasonable... how should I put it? Everything is always changing. And the only reasonable response to that is just acceptance that everything is always changing. It's pretty good. I mean, that's fine. There's a dead thing here. I don't know. Now I'm thinking of way too many topics, right? But change is the only thing that doesn't change. Yeah, I think that's good to accept. You know, I had a friend, or not really a friend. I didn't know him very well, but I knew a friend of a friend who passed away when I was like 18, I think. And he was a big Nintendo fan, right? But I didn't know him that well. But everyone were sad about him passing away. And it's weird to imagine that he lived in such a different world from the one that we live in now, right? It's just such a heavy topic. It's such a bad idea. But I guess that's what on my mind, right? It's just weird to imagine, you know? No, I need to drop this topic. Maybe I can finish it on a nice little note. Haha, smiles. Yeah. It was a cool guy. But it does feel like he's almost, like, here, in a weird way. No, that's too much. That's not even deep. That's just scary. Okay, hurry up, let's go home. Natural thing to consider? Yeah. I mean, it's just, it is strange how time passes on, and some people do not get to experience it. And you almost forget. I think this is the point that I'm actually trying to get to. Like, it's very difficult to forget how much we take for granted as currently being understood, and trying to put a perspective back to how they understood the world and how different it was then. But that's how you respond to that, right? Things are always changing. Alright. I feel like sometimes you make mistakes as a streamer about what you choose to talk about. And that was something I'll be like, yeah, I've talked about that before. No need to bring that up again. Hey guys, do you like the color blue? Haha. Smiles.
Derpy21 just followed.
Derpy, hello. Thank you for the follow. Derpy, do you have a fun thing to talk about? I feel like Olimar could have done everything that we have done now. Back to tomatoes, never cook anything. And be like, maybe I should put tomatoes in this. Those Pikmin are so dang silly. That's so true. You're so real for that one. Alright. No pressure, Derpy. No pressure. You just have to save everyone. Oh, look, Ochi. Ochi is happy. Ochi will never die. Schnauz would like to speak to you. Do I want to speak to Schnauz? It's not an insane amount of treasure. That's kind of, you know, approachable. I could deal with that. I guess death. To bring it back to death. Death is a heavy topic in my next video that I'm working on. I actually haven't decided if that's my next video. But it is the theme of the video that I'm working on. It's been very difficult to talk about that topic because I think you could approach it in a lot of really bad ways. Or in ways, not only ways where you would get like demonetized on YouTube, but ways where you're like, people might not be happy about this. But it is actually something I wanted to talk about for a long time now. Oh yeah, I forgot to pick them up. Look forward? Yeah. Hey everybody, look forward to my video about death. I swear it will be fun. It'll be a comedy. I mean, it will be. I think that's like, how should I put it? I keep saying that one phrase, how should I put it? But I do feel like that's a, I don't know, good way to approach most, like, drama or, like, serious things, serious topics. Not being like, this is a drama. Because, you know, I write some stuff that I guess you could call drama, right? But I'm never like, oh, I'm writing a drama. Like, in my mind, I'm always writing a comedy. And then other people say, like, was a drama. And I'm like, but wasn't it funny? And that's why I keep bringing up Akira Kurosawa. But I feel like I have a kinship with Akira Kurosawa. Yeah, even Bob's Burgers does it. And that's right for me. Akira Kurosawa will make like a 4-hour-long movie. He did not call them videos. About like samurai and like death and what it means to fight for honor and stuff. Movie. Yeah. But actually, I think Akira Kurosawa was a comedian. I've said this before, but I think it needs to be said more and more, because I feel like no one else is talking about this. Akira Kurosawa was just a comedian. I think he approached filmmaking the exact same way. Like, he was making, like, sketch comedy in a weird way. Because I don't really want to watch something that's like a super serious drama. but I do want to watch a comedy that deals with those topics, and I think that's kind of the perfect way to approach it, at least for what I like, right? I need to write down topics so that I don't end up just talking about death. Gosh, Pikmin are so funny. Shigeru Miyamoto invented the Pikmin. And I feel like Shigeru Miyamoto is just like, that's his end goal, is turn everything into Pikmin. It seems like he is like the biggest Pikmin fan. Alright, Ray is not here. Because I do know that Ray is actually the biggest Pikmin fan. But now that he's not here, I can say that's actually Shigeru Miyamoto. Alright? Can I use the ice Pikmin in the water?
Star Chief and just follow.
Hello, Starchy. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Do you have a fun topic that is not related to death? Haha. Do you think Shigeru wishes he could find tiny little men in his garden? Yeah, I think so. Okay, it's telling me right away they will just die. So let's not try that. What happened to my fun little guys? Apparently, hey, speaking of fun topics, did you know that's a common thing in schizophrenia? Seeing tiny little men? It's like a common thing that, what's his name? The guy who wrote Kafka on the Shore. And he has a thing where he will see... Whoa, yeah, it's kind of... Like, when you put it that way, it seems kind of neat. And he wrote an entire book about it. It's just like how he will see, like, tiny little men. But he seems to have enough awareness to know that it's not real. I'm... Murakami, yes, that's his name, of course, Murakami. Now I'm worried about the shadow goblins I see in the corner. I think that's normal. We all see the shadow goblins. The shadow goblins are just a normal state of life. Oh yeah, I can fix this thing now. I forgot about that. The gnomes, on the other hand, you should be worried about the gnomes. You're not seeing any gnomes, are you? Because the gnomes are very real. You should be very concerned, and you should carry a anti-gnomes. Yeah, never make eye contact. You should never admit to having seen one and always carry spray on you. Alright, I don't want to frighten anyone, but the gnomes are very real. I feel like if I wanted to, I thought about doing this at one point. Little tiny guys appear in a few of his books. Usually come out of bodies. That's okay. I've only read half of a Murakami book, if I have to be honest. But I do have a friend who's a big fan of Murakami, so I just sort of know about that. I feel like if I wanted to, and I thought about doing this for a while, I could just make... I don't know, I feel like maybe this is really unrealistic of me, but I feel like if I really put my mind to it, I could probably write like 30 videos about gnomes or goblins, and then just release them over a period of a month, and have like a daily goblin video, or daily gnome video. The gnomes are real, and we are rapidly approaching. So true. That it would be it would be funny once if I did that video. Like, the gnomes are approaching. Haha, funny, then I just did the same video 30 days. The gnomes are approaching. And you should be concerned. Like, hey, maybe we need to check up on Matthias, actually. Yes, we know the gnomes are real. But he's too concerned with this. Get him. I don't think I've killed a single Pikmin yet. Pikmin do not complain. I think all those were like a right of a base and I just moved it over here. And this is a really good relaxing game. I was actually like... I guess I was a bit concerned if it would be like something that's like too distracting. But I feel like that also just comes with the territory of like playing a new game you haven't played before, right? Like learning how it works. But now that I've gotten into it, this is a really good game to just, like, relax with. This could be my second Katamari. Which is not the second Katamari, the best game ever. I've already decided that We Love Katamari is, like, the best game ever. I think I've made up my mind of that. It's my game of the year, was not released this year. And there is a new Katamari coming next month. I guess that might be, like, why I initially felt like there's some kind of connection between, like, Katamari and Pikmin. It's not really visually, it's just like there's something about the policing gameplay. Yeah, I mean, I guess, as a kid, the thing that actually bothered me the most was, like, that was, like, the first Pikmin game was, like, time-based. And that just brought so much anxiety to me of like, oh my god. Is this, I don't know, what if I run out of time? But aesthetically, it also did not really appeal to me as a kid. I think it was a bit off-putting, actually, as a kid. Which is kind of crazy to say now, maybe, but I feel like Pikmin, for the time, was kind of like a wild design. And it kind of, the environments in Pikmin 1 were like oddly realistic, I feel like. And clashing with these like weird, goofy guys. I don't know, I guess it kind of made me feel weird as a kid, where I was like, there's something off about this. Watching, yeah, that is also it. That felt so bad. Watching them die and having that first experience of like, I guess you get lulled into like this sense of like, I don't know, could you call it innocence? Where like, oh my god, everything's going right, nothing could go wrong, and then you just watch them die and drown. I would have never played Pikmin 1 if it wasn't for my sister, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was too much to handle as a kid. But I don't know, I think we need to scare kids more. That's my thought. Oh my god, it's a guy, and it's another dog. What the hell? What the hell is that? And who is that next to him? It doesn't look like any... Yeah, what is that? He's like half Pikmin? Oh, is it... Wait. Is that actually Aldemar? I feel like that might be the plot twist, but I'm gonna pretend I never thought that. What the hell? Secret treasure? Remember, kids, always check the bushes. Yeah, and I never finished Pikmin 1, I think. Because I did actually fail the deadline in the game. And I guess that was just the canon ending for me. I guess I felt a bit defeated by that. Where I was like, oh my god, it's over. It could all end just like that. And then I think I did try to play it again. But I was like, what's the point? I'll just fail again. Even so, fun game. I do think we need to scare kids more. Like, media today, I don't know, I guess this is not really a popular opinion, and it does sound extremely boomer to say this, I am aware of this, but, like, media today is very safe. Like, imagine trying to pitch that in a meeting if you're working as, like, a designer, or, like, a storyteller at, like, Pixar, and you're like, we really need a moment where we frighten the living shit out of these kids. That was an okay conversation to have, like, I guess when you made the little toaster or whatever. Whatever worked in, like, the 80s or 90s. But today you would not, you would probably, people would look at you weird and be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, I mean, I think it's sort of like, it is a taste of real emotion that they get to experience through media. And I think that is good. Like, I think it's good to experience things that make you, like, uncomfortable. And media, like games and movies and cartoons, is like the safest way to experience all that stuff that makes you like uncomfortable. I think it's like an actual, like, genuinely helpful thing. And trying to pitch that in a meeting, I'm assuming people will be like, we need to have a talk with you about if you're suitable for this role. It's genuinely good for... I don't actually... I have nothing to support my beliefs surrounding this. But I do believe that to be the case, just based on nothing, I guess. What the hell? He turned him into a thing. Those who do not embrace Dandori can survive this planet. But if they grow the leaves, they will thrive. You, skin having one, do you believe you do not need the leaves? I will test your abilities to see if this is true. What the hell? This is scary. Now we're... This is what I'm talking about. This is horrifying. Actually. What is this? There's like a man who's replacing skin with leaves. Oh my god. I did not realize it would be like this. Now I'm concerned. I'm uncomfortable, which is good. No, it's okay when kids experience it. It's not okay when I get uncomfortable. It's good for their development. Me? I'm different. Wait, is that his base? Oh, oh, I see, I think. I get it. Okay, and I have to grab them again. I forgot about that. Oh, this one is worth a lot. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I guess this is what the co-op is. I was thinking that earlier, like, I wonder what the co-op is like. But this has to be what the co-op is like, right? Okay, kind of interesting concept. actually. I was... because I had no clue what to expect when I saw this at a co-op mode. Like, what the hell? How does Pikmin have a co-op mode? Okay, I'm doing pretty good, though. I had to focus there for a second. I don't need to have the split screen, though, do I? Kinda weird, but I guess maybe. Might actually be good, so I know what's happening. Also, it's a really good introduction to just be like, oh, this is what the co-op is like. And now I am actually aware, and I'm like, oh, I know how to introduce my friend to playing co-op. And that's a thing I can actually just do. See, Shigeru Miyamoto really thought things through. Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto. You're welcome. Holy shit, is that him? Is he speaking? No, I'm not gonna go crazy. If I'm gonna have a voice in my head, it's gonna be a good one. It's not gonna be Shigeru Miyamoto. Get out. You should play more Pikmin. Oh yeah, good idea, Mr. Miyamoto. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. He seems like a nice guy. Man, I guess... Okay. I was a bit concerned about being forced into this, like... thing, ironically, while talking about, like, it's good to be, like, oh, put into, like, an uncomfortable situation. But... this is a good example of that. This is really good. Like, I learned the mechanics of something, even though I would have... If it had prompted me, like, hey, do you want to start this thing to learn what co-op in the game is like, I would have just said, no, I'll do that later, and then never have done it ever. So that was genuinely good, just like good game design, to be like, here's how you learn to play this mode. It was so unprompted. It took me by surprise. The strength of your Dendori power is magnificent. It teaches the importance of screen cheating. It really brings you back to GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, and Time Splitters. We actually need to bring those games back. It just left. When Space and Time was that? I wonder. Curious. I kind of vibe with this blue look, I don't know. I said this earlier, do not be surprised if I change my look again and I have blue hair. But man, this would look especially good if the lore was like I'm an alien. If I ever do change officially to blue hair, I think that has to be my lore from then on. Uchi Pachi? So true. Really are... Yeah, well, how do you cure that? Oh my... Wait a second. I just had a flashback. Wow, I had this like a really old video idea a really long time ago. And it was like about a girl who started growing leaves on her head. And that ended up like replacing her hair. And I don't know... I don't know what the point of that story was, or where I was heading with that. I think it was just like an idea, and I was like, maybe this will lead somewhere, and then it never did. But I have not thought about that in a long, long time. That's probably like what Tia's made on his YouTube channel. He made that into an animation. Error. What the hell? Alright, this is concerning. This is... Actually, that's real... oh, wow. That's really good storytelling, though. Because we're expanding on this mechanic that we have gotten so used to. And suddenly we're throwing, like, a wrench into that, where we're like, this thing that has just been with us, we're unable to determine this now. It's like, what the hell? What else can you not determine? I'm so freaked out. Wow. Oh, yeah. This was actually supposed to only be like a 2-hour stream, but I've just been enjoying Pikmin so much that I've been extending it. Uchi's captured you. Yeah, it really happened. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a shorter. Because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna do three-hour streams in a row. And you know what? Ochi made it possible. It wouldn't have been without him. Hey, what's up? I love your videos. I didn't know you streamed. Yeah, I very recently, I guess... I started streaming like 4 months ago, something like that. So thank you. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh, I see. Interesting, fascinating stuff, man. Oh, wait, they changed color? Did they? Yeah, they did. What the hell? But yeah, I've just been streaming for fun, basically. But I have been really enjoying streaming, though. It's brought more fun to my life. Bringing it back the depressing talks from earlier. I think that is something that I have thought about, I guess. Where it's like, is this your first Pikmin game? Well, I played Pikmin 1 forever ago. And this is the first Pikmin game I played since I was a kid. So this is like, that. I have not played Pikmin 1 in how long? Oh my god. Since it came out, I guess. But I am really, this is my return to Pikmin, and I have to say I'm really enjoying this game. This is really good. I'm still in the beginning, I guess, but so far it's been like, I guess, maybe surprising how good it was. But yeah, bringing it back to the depressing, sad talk from earlier, I do feel like streaming has been one of the things where I'm like, wow, I have a new thing that I care about, and it's a lot of fun. Oops, I gotta go. Ochi might be the best Nintendo character ever. Actually, this is a good example of a new Nintendo character, if you can include Pikmin into that. Where you're like, wow, you know what? They pulled it off. They can still do it, huh? I was thinking about this, like, Nintendo's, yeah, for sure, Nintendo's greatest accomplishment. I remember when Waluigi was first introduced. And I remember having such a strange reaction to that as a kid, where I was reading like a Nintendo magazine, I guess, and they talked about Waluigi, and like, starting a new Nintendo character, Waluigi, and I was like, I don't know, I had such conflicted feelings, where I was like, I wasn't sure how to interpret this, because this was like canon, a new Mario character, basically. I was gonna say brother, but he's not really a brother. Peculiar, can I assume that you have played Pikmin 4 before? Peculiar. Okay, that's your name. I was thinking Peculiar, that's an interesting name. Peculiar, right, of course. All Mario... That's so true. And also kind of fucked up. I don't know, kind of... Maybe that is weird, actually, now that I give it a second more thought. But yeah, Waluigi was weird. And I think, I don't know, maybe everyone had that reaction. And I think it might have actually been that he was introduced in Mario Tennis. So no one had any new clue. No one had any clue how to what would you call it? Characterize him? Yes, I played all Pikmin. Yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe it was a stupid question. Actually, for a, like, how should I put it? I was worried the tutorial would be, like, even worse into the game. But I feel like it's been really, really good with just, like, teaching you the mechanics in, like, a very natural way. Because I actually do hate when the game is, like, or when any game is, like, you have to read a wall of text to be like, here's how you play the game. But I feel like this has a very good balance, where it's like, yes, that exists, but you don't need to be concerned about it. Shigeru Miyamoto. Did he direct this game? I have no clue who is, like, the actual director for Pikmin. I'm just throwing it all back at Miyamoto. What a guy. Loading times, though. I mean, I do think it's probably the best looking game. I said this earlier. This might be the best looking game on Switch. I can forgive the loading times. Also, have you played... Can I ask you a question, Peck? Have you played Pikmin Bloom on your phone? Because I did enjoy that game. But I had to uninstall it. Because it just drained my battery like crazy. Yeah, but not long, but it's fun. Yeah, I did find it to be like, okay, this is actually fun. Like, I've been going into Pokemon Go for the past year, again. And I was like, oh my god, Pikmin Bloom might actually be like a good replacement. But then the battery draining was just so intense where I was like, I have to let go. If I have to choose between Pokemon Go or Pikmin Bloom, then I guess it's Pokemon Go. But I do wish I could have, like, I don't know, played more. Oh yeah, can the yellow ones do anything here? It's very much marked yellow. Never mind. Also, I allow backseating on this channel. Just so you know, if you want to help me out. Like, I obviously have to use the yellow ones for that, right? Probably? Okay, I can't reach it. Nope. Hold on. You thought I couldn't do it. Look at that. Pumpkins on me, baby. I'm gonna be a Pikmin gamer from... I feel like that's my conclusion from playing this game so far. I'm gonna be playing all these. I need to go back. Understandable. Oh, I like Pikmin Bloom. I don't really... Yeah, basically. I feel like that's very much understandable with, like, You couldn't call it gacha game, but it's like a mobile game. You would just call it, I guess it's just a mobile game. You would call it a mobile game, because that is what it is. Oh my god. It's weird that my natural go-to was calling it a gacha. I guess that's just how infected it's been with mobile gaming. Also, I saw a thing on my channel analytics, which is embarrassing, but apparently, also good to know about vaccine. Yeah, it's perfectly fine here. I don't mind it too much. So I was looking at my channel analytics earlier. Oh my god, blue? What the hell? Oh wait, are they all gonna die? Can we even go over there? Did I mess up? Onions really do come in all kinds of flavors. I mean, colors. How are we gonna get back, though? Uh-oh. I was looking at my analytics earlier, and one of my most embarrassing videos is blowing up and becoming popular for some reason. What was the name even? Mario is a weird character design is the name of the video. And I'm like, why is this becoming popular all of a sudden? Getting like 10,000 views in a day. Like, what the hell? What happened? It's not supposed to be like that. It's like an 8... Yeah, okay, you remember that one? It's like 8 years old. Why is it now getting like views? What's happening? What happened? Is Mario just that popular? Actually, it is like Mario's 40th anniversary in a week, I think it is. People are just that prepared. They can't get enough. I need to call back my Pikmin because I have no clue what to do here. Wait, can Ochi travel water? No, I don't want to expose Ochi to water. I'm scared. Oh, is it fine? Oh my god, he's 40 years old. Oh, never mind. They're all dead. Oops. Horrible mistake. Back. Oh god. I messed up. Ochi. Pikmin, please forgive me. Okay, I thought I could do that. Never mind. For any of the Pikmin enjoyers, in what order would you rank the games? Is Pikmin 4 like highly valued? Is it considered like one of the greats? I could see it. Or maybe for like, I don't know, experienced Pikmin gamers are like, oh, this is baby stuff. We know how to do this. Like play order, which one you like the most? Everyone seemed to praise 4. Okay, Pikmin 4 is pretty good. The recent Pikmin... okay, yeah. I definitely got the vibe that if this was like Pikmin 1, they would have just let those Pikmin die. Yoshi sound? I've heard it's 2. Okay. I don't know enough. I don't think I know anything about 2, actually. Okay, we're still going at it. I remember when I was 6 years old playing Pikmin 2, I saw a wall in the water and didn't know Pikmin could swim. Oh, yeah, god. Yeah. We were talking about earlier, your first experience with finding out about Pikmin mortality. Oh my god. That's such a good animation, just seeing them struggle like that. They all want to carry stuff. They're not even putting it down. Yeah. I also found out the hard way. And I played that game with my sister, man. She could have told me. I don't know. It was like a learning experience, canon event. Wow, I'm streaming right now. I'm having that realization. What the hell? This is a stream. It looks kind of tasty. Is that an apple? No. I guess not. What is that? Okay, it's a poisonous mushroom. Everyone makes that mistake. Oh my god. We're finally getting the blue Pikmin. I was this close. I was like so close to playing Pokemon Snap instead. Because I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be good for streaming. It turns out it's perfectly fine. Pokemon Snap, easy. I will play it. I will get to it. Ochi? Ochi? No. I'm scared. I don't want to go without Ochi. Can I do this instead? No. Damn it. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Ochi will live forever. Right. Ochi, get back here. Ochi, that's why Ochi's so happy. He does not fear death. The ever stalwart guardian. Ochi has attained Bodhisattva, the final state of being in Buddhism. I'm bringing it all back to Buddhism. Pikmin, help me out. Okay, they cannot... How can they not get past that fence? Wait, oh. Ochi can't get past. Right, of course. I misread. Moksha? I think that's nirvana, but in Hinduism, they call it moksha. And bodhisattva is when you're, like, you have attained nirvana, but you delay it. So you can help people out on planet Earth. Wow, I've learned a lot. Ochi so selfless. Yeah, exactly. Ochi attained nirvana, and he instead chose to become a bodhisattva and return to Earth so that he could aid us and help us. And that's beauty. Or something. Or maybe I'm starting a cult. I don't know. I was thinking earlier, I'll end the stream at 3 hours, but you know what? Maybe we'll be here until we finish Pikmin 4. Can you believe it? Ochi and Machi, we fit together so well. Pikmin's more important than body functions like sleeping. I think so. If you think about it, rummaging through my brain for any explanation. If you think about it, the 5 basic needs, if you place Pikmin on the top, you will find... Maybe not. This is a terrible TED Talk. Do people still do TED Talks, or did they just die? Oh, one more. What is that? Oh, it's a guy. The hell? It would probably feel really good to be carried by Pikmin, right? Might be worth it. Kingsley from planet Oji. That's actually an awesome planet name. He took his obsession with flowers to a new level when he traveled alone to his remote planet. Simply, okay. I like him. Machi and Ochi, just look at how well that fits together. It's perfect. 5 bodily functions. Red Pikmin, yellow Pikmin, blue Pikmin, white Pikmin, purple Pikmin. I feel like this is getting, like, it's like reading a manual from the Middle Ages. And we're like, hey, yes, the body has 5 oozes. But we just replaced that with Pikmin. When one of your bodily oozes is sick, you put little Actually, this could be a good TED Talk. So you're like... In the Middle Ages, people thought that the body consisted out of 5 liquids, and when they were out of balance, you became sick. Obviously, that's stupid and silly, and we're smart and intelligent now. But what if I told you they only had it halfway? And all the audience is like, huh? Let me introduce you to Pikmin. Sure, funny little guy. Haha. Beloved by Shigeru Miyamoto. What if I told you that actually... I don't know how to... Yeah, your humors are unbalanced. Increase your white Pikmin count. Yeah, but I don't know how to introduce an audience of people to the concept of Pikmin. And you also have to explain at some point. You're explaining Pikmin to them, and they're like, what do you mean there's little men? And at some point you have to reveal, well, it's from a video game, and that's when half the audience stands up and they walk out. And they're like, what the fuck is this? Who let this be a TED Talk? But you have to make it convincing. So you can't say that. You have to be like, we can develop organisms which help balance your humors. You're telling me you can pick the men? Yes. But if you're Dutch, cover your ears. You're not gonna like the words. I've heard that in Dutch, pick means penis. Alright, so when Pikmin came out in Netherlands, they were very confused. Actually, you could probably get a lot of investments in that now that I've phrased it that way. You could get investments if you did a TED Talk and you're like, we need to balance the 5 humors. And we need to develop little men which go into your body. But actually, you can't say that. You can't say they go into your body. Because Pikmin are kind of too big for that. And you still want to keep them around and look at them and pet them. They can't be that tiny. Updated study, the red Pikmin carry the blood cells around the body and so forth. Yeah, actually maybe that is where you start, where you're like, blood cells go into your body and they carry things around for you. And everyone goes, yes, we've heard about this. Yes, makes sense. We learned about this in school. Using this bodily technology, we can develop natural beings which walk around with us. That sounds actually believable in a weird way. Using the power of biology and crypto winks the audience, and they're like, okay, we're back invested. You have such a wonderful mind, we can make Pikmin real. Yes. Using the power of biology and AI. Ugh. No, let's skip that. But it is the common buzzword. Actually, what we could do instead is we will use a non-AI term. So we'll say, using the power of biology and LLMs and all the people, all the investors who know about AI in the audience go like, wait, I've heard about that. People who talk about AI talk about that. I'm in. And like, yes. I don't have to convince anyone. They've already convinced themselves. Now I'm sounding like a super villain, I don't know. Maybe this is, but it might be worth it though. You don't have to actually use AR crypto. You just have to say you do. Exactly. What causes them to start singing? That's also a good selling point, I think. And they sing. But I don't know how. I haven't figured that part out yet. But they just do. I think this is like actually, I've convinced myself now. I think we could do it. We could make Pikmin real. Shigeru Miyamoto is about to be the happiest man in the world. Not only because he will get to sue us and make $1 billion, but because Pikmin will be real, and he'll be like, it was all worth it. I have a little guy to carry my stuff for me. I don't remember well, but I think they sing. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually good. I didn't know that. Listen to Ochi's little squeals. Never mind, he stopped doing it. Okay. That's good. That's all I had to do. I'm missing something. Maybe you don't get them here. Have you, wait. Have I tried using the ice Pikmin? That's a good question. I have to go back. Here's a special message for Ray Robinstein. If Ray ever is watching. This mod is a really weird bit. But Ray loves Pikmin. So here's a special message. Just for Ray. Hi. How are you doing? Alright, that did not work. They can do that. I thought they would die. What the hell? It was tiny enough to freeze it. What the hell? I didn't know that. Oh my god. I'm a genius. And I figured it out all by myself. I didn't know they could do that. No, no, I did not know. Were ice Pikmin in the first game? Wasn't it only like 3 different types of Pikmin? Maybe I missed that part. There we go. Finally. Oh wait, it's just more ice. Never mind. I thought it was blue ones. Oh, they appeared in 4? Okay. Wait. Oh, really? What the hell? I thought these were from like 3. I thought I was about to get a blue Pikmin. I need something to drink. Sprite. It's probably what an ice Pikmin tastes like. I can imagine it being like, I don't know, lemon lime popsicle. I don't think they're completely flavorless. I know this is a weird topic. I'm sure every streamer actually has brought up what Pikmin tastes like. I'm sure if you ate a Pikmin, all of them would taste the same. And it would just be like a earthy taste. It would be like drinking matcha. Or eating a mushroom or something. I don't know. Umami, that's what you call it. I feel like it'd immediately give me an allergic reaction. Maybe, but it would be worth it. I think it would depend on the individual. Oh, yeah, because we're actually parasitic Pikmin. Oh, okay, interesting. So it would be like eating like a pineapple, and while you're eating the pineapple eats you. So that's kind of good. 1 frozen Sprite. There used to be like I don't know, an ice cream like that. You would like open a can, it would be little cubes inside, and you would suck on the cubes, and it would taste like Sprite. It sounds awful describing it. But it's pretty damn good. But it was banned from sale, because they advertised it as like, you opened up this can, and all these little ice circular things flew out of it. And kids thought they would open the bottle, and all these little balls, ice balls, would flow out. It didn't happen. Marketing can be deceiving. I did not fall for it. I knew better, but my brother fell for it. Yeah, the ball. Marufuku. Official ball. Marufuku. Weird name. Maru was actually one of the names that I was thinking of when I was thinking of making like a streamer persona or like character. It was Machi or Maru. Maru is just, it sounds nice. It just means circle or like ball. But thank you everyone for coming to the stream. I very much enjoyed Pikmin 4 to my surprise. I guess I was like always expecting to enjoy it. But it caught me off guard, and just like how, for one, how good it was for streaming. And second, like how enjoyable the game was by itself. Things are happening. This is a chill stream, I like it, thank you. I aim to be chill. Yeah, my schedule, I have no schedule for streaming at all. So it's also a bit weird, but I do have a Discord if anyone wants a notification for when I go live. Really? Yeah, yep, it should be down below. But I might organize, I haven't decided yet, but I might organize a schedule for streaming in the future. I don't think it will be anytime soon, but it could happen. I'm liking the blue vibes that we have established here. My god.